Good afternoon and welcome to Two-A-Day on the Packer Link Up on this eve of the preseason opener for the Green Bay Packers. Today is Sunday, August 10th, and you're watching the 5 o'clock edition. The big news for the Packers right now, to my mind, is the injury list. A lot of injuries out there. Al Harris sat out the Saturday practice with lower back soreness again, so this has been chronic, basically, for him. It's not debilitating, but it is a nagging injury, and we will see how that shakes out. Also, linebacker Desmond Bishop was on the sideline with a high Achilles sprain that held him out of practice on Saturday. But that is just an addition to a laundry list of injuries on the Packer team right now. Still out Ryan Grant with a hamstring, safety Charlie Pepra, backup center Julius Costin, Scott Wells, the starting center, is out with a pull of some kind in his side. Tackle Orrin Thompson is out with a foot injury, and now wide receiver Greg Jennings has had some kind of a knee strain or irritation of the knee, and he's out. This is in addition to our defensive tackle spot that has been really decimated. Ryan Pickett out with a hamstring injury. Of course, defensive tackle Justin Harrell with his back is day-to-day. Defensive tackle Johnny Jolly has a hip problem. And then we add to that our defensive ends. Jeremy Thompson has a neck stinger, and KGB is still out with his injury to his knee. These are all, according to Mike McCarthy, fatigue injuries, the kind of thing that just comes around at the end of training camp. But that's not 100% true. Some of this we know is pickup from off-season surgeries. KGB, that's the case. We didn't know, we know that Greg Jennings has had troubles in the past, and this may be a recurring injury for him. So Packer fans can't help but be a little bit nervous about this string of injuries. Last year, you must remember last year we were almost injury-free all the way through. Except, of course, last year it was our running back position that really had some troubles. But other than that, we were pretty much injury-free entering into the season. So this next 4 preseason games will be as much about getting our starters healthy as it is about getting our starters reps. There aren't that many reps that come to the starters at this time anyway, so it's going to be a time for younger players and those who aren't starters, second and third string, to come in and make an impact and hopefully deepen our team in that regard while we get our starters healthy. Again, Coach McCarthy is downplaying all of these injuries, saying that they're not much, and of course that the second and third teamers are going to see a lot of action in this first preseason game anyway. McCarthy says his plan is to play the number one offense for about a quarter and then go to the backups. But then again, with Grant and Jennings and Wells and Jolly not necessarily able to make it as a starter, there will be plenty of spot for some backups to come in and make an impact. The offensive line for the Packers seems to be a bit in flux. It looks like Josh Sitton is maneuvering himself into position to take the starting right guard spot in the opener anyway. We'll see how he does. Keep an eye on him. Of course, with Wells out, the right guard, Jason Spitz, has been playing at center, and that leaves Josh Sitton in his place. So no one has given Sitton much of a run for his money, and so he's been apparently giving Jason Spitz a true run for the starting spot, and assuming Wells won't play, it looks like Spitz will be playing center, and Sitton will be playing starting at right guard. So we will keep an eye on that and try to see how that position shakes out through the training camp and into the last of the preseason games. So tomorrow is the big day. We start to see what kind of team we field. We've kept an eye on the training camp, and tomorrow's the big day. Big night, actually. So it is an opener for preseason that is on the national spotlight. Here's to Aaron Rodgers and his first start. Let's see the Packers go out and, at least for the first quarter or so, play tough against Cincinnati's first-string defense, and hopefully we will come out with a win. So until tonight, when we go a little bit more in depth about the Cincinnati team and who we're up against, This is your Packer Link Up, and until tonight, go Pack.